Good evening. My name's Hannah, aka Ms. Muse 101, and this is my Tardis bookcase that's been going around the internet at the moment. Let me put the big light on so you can see it in all its glory. Now, the reason I'm doing this video, just turn it sideways so you can get a proper look, is because I've had loads and loads of people asking how it was made and can they have plans and all that sort of thing. Well, truth be told, when me and my dad built it, we pretty much just winged it, to be honest, and built it to fit in the room. So we don't have plans, but I can show you sort of elements of how it was built and what we made it out of. So coolest part was definitely the light box at the top. Now the actual plastic part, so the actual police public call box sign, we got that off eBay, which was a pretty lucky find. Otherwise we would have had to have it custom made. I think it cost us about £15 or so. And you can see a little lip running around the outside. Now that's the front of a box. And in the back of the box we've got a fluorescent light tube which lights up the sign and gives it that luminous shininess. And it's wired on the inside, so we don't see any wires. Now the wires run down the side, down to about here, then it goes inside. If I open the doors, just behind Darth Tater there is a couple of plugs, and that's where it's wired into, so there's absolutely no need to see any wires. As for the rest of it, our windows are plastic, just made from plastic PVC, pretty cheap. These little wood strips, Dowling wood, that's painted with a glossy white paint. Normal door hinges, painted with the same blue that the wood was painted with, just to blend it in a little bit. The paint that we used on here is actually outdoor fence paint. We had it left over from another project, which was a gazebo outside, and it turned out to be exactly the perfect blue we wanted. So, and we also like it because you can see all the wood grain behind it. It's not like some are just painted with normal paint, then you lose that wood effect, and it's really nice to see that wood grain shimmer underneath the blue. The doors were made like a ladder, so we did these big long strips here and here, and then at equal distances we put the slats across to make sort of a ladder formation, and then we used panel board, which you can see is just screwed onto the back like that, so that it looks like the door out of the actual TARDIS. Around the side, so that it didn't just finish and then we saw the edge of the shelves, we tried to make it look like the panelling. So we've got a continuation of the panelling, so this line matches up around the corner with this line, then you've got a panel in between, and then another dividing panel there, and then the panel in between there and there. So it just made it look a little bit more authentic, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more detail. The roof wasn't really based on any particular TARDIS, to be honest, because we just put what we could fit, because we had no space to do those slanted roofs that are on top of the TARDIS, hence no light at the top. It's just a stepped bit of wood there. This sign is metal, it's not paper or printed off, it's actual metal. We got this off eBay as well, another good find, so we didn't make this either. Handles were cheap ones from Wilko's, just black galvanised metal, screwed onto the front. I think we're going to paint these screws black at some point because they stick out something awful. Normal Yale lock, but just the fascia, because we couldn't fit the whole block behind it, so we've just got the front bit for show. It doesn't actually do anything, it won't lock or anything. So that's that bit. I think that's everything to do with the front. So if we open up and look inside, so I'll stand back a little bit so you can have a proper look. So this is the actual shelving unit itself. It fits my entire DVD collection of about 300, 350, and then 2 shelves for books at the bottom. So you could, if you were just exclusively using DVDs, you'd probably fit 450 at a push, maybe, if you're lucky. And then if you use it as a bookcase, then as many as you like. But the good thing is, if you made this yourself, you can put as much space in between as you want to fit bigger books or other things in DVDs and so on and so forth. The little telephone door at the side actually does open. At the moment it doesn't look like it opens, but we have a little latch here, and that means that this can open on its own. No phone inside, there'd be no space. We had to have a little latch on the side because every time we opened it, you see it flaps about like nobody's business. So we'll latch that back up if we can. Hard to do with one hand. Okay, so that's that bit there. I don't think there's anything else that you guys need to know. Oh, these little things. This is how we're latching the doors shut, because they do fall open quite a lot. They're just little roller latches. So one top and one on the bottom on each side of the door. That there. Just clicks in. Nice click fit, and they don't fall open or anything. Last thing, people were mentioning that they couldn't see my Doctor Who DVDs. You're quite right, they're not there. Me and my dad share our Doctor Who DVDs. They're downstairs at the moment. They didn't see the point in having 2 sets in the house, so they're up here. So they're downstairs. Maybe I should nick them and put them in my Tardis. It'd be a bit more keeping anyway. Anyway, we hope you like the Tardis. If you've got any questions, just send us a message or anything. I'm not measuring or drawing up plans, because I say we did wing it, and I think part of the fun of building it is definitely measuring it and fitting it in yourself, because you'll have to measure normal stuff anyway. Like this nips around our skirting board at the bottom, so we've had to cut that out, and we had to fit shelves specifically so that we could actually get to that socket underneath. There's lots of things that you'll have to do to your own TARDIS if you decide to build one. So yeah, use mine as inspiration, but it's a lot more fun to create your own. I hope you like it. Cheers for having a look at the TARDIS. Take it easy.